Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Man, it feels good to be back. I don't even know where to start, man. It was just like going nonstop. And so, it's been a blessing, and that's why actually, you know what? I don't even want to start by talking though. I don't even want to start by talking. I want to start with Tom BU. I want to start with Tom telling you to go hard.
If you want to do something extraordinary with your life, stop asking yourself what the least you need to do is, and start asking yourself what's the most you can bear. Humans are capable of truly unbelievable things, but the reality is the way that we get better is by going through a simple process of adaptation. But what triggers the adaptation is stressors. It's doing things that are difficult. It's pushing yourself into a state of adapt or die. The body wants to conserve energy. So unless you put yourself in a state where the body absolutely feels like to survive, it must adapt, you're never going to change. And that's why only the most elite people end up achieving at the highest level, because they take the time to shape themselves. They put the energy into getting better. They're willing to suffer. They're willing to push through and persevere. But until you're willing to do that, until you're willing to stop asking yourself what you can get away with, and start asking yourself, how far can I go? Just how much am I capable of? And when your fascination becomes that, when you start wondering just how much am I capable of, and every level that you achieve excites you to push harder and go farther and do more and bear more weight, then all of a sudden you really can begin to surpass other people. But it takes a total shift of your mindset. You've got to be obsessed with just how far you can go. You have to be obsessed with finding your breaking point and then pushing beyond that. That is how you really begin to take advantage of the adaptation process. That's how you begin to improve. That's how you begin to build your body and build your mind, is to push beyond your comfort zone. That is how you get great. At the end of the day, nobody sat their way to greatness. Nobody sat back and relaxed and became extraordinary. The only people who really achieve, the only way that humans are able to do the extraordinary things that we're able to do, is by going to that breaking point and then beyond. But you have to find something in there that you want that badly. There's no way to just do it. You've got to find something in you that you believe in so much that you're willing to push yourself that hard. So you've got to construct a story about not only who you are, but what you can become. And when that narrative is so compelling that it pushes you forward, then you will have the kind of change that you want in your life. But first, you have to believe that you can do it. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to grind and work. But to do that, to work that hard, to make those kinds of changes, you've got to be willing to test yourself. You've got to be willing to look inside yourself and find out who you really are. You've got to be willing to stare nakedly at your inadequacies and be willing to push through them. You can't pretend. You've got to really look at your results and see if you're making the progress that you want to make. And that's where a lot of people fail. They lie to themselves. They want to get away with something. They want to see if anybody's looking. But the reality is the only thing that matters in this life. What do you think about yourself when you're by yourself? There's no convincing anybody. There's only the credibility that you've either earned with yourself or not. And the hard truth is that self-worth comes from doing something worthy. It comes from the hard things. It comes from the suffering. It comes from persevering when things get difficult, to know what you want and to stay that course even when everything else is trying to knock you off. So build that thing in your life, build that belief, know that you can do it, and be willing to go through hell to get to the other side. to get to the person that you were always meant to be. It won't be easy, but it sure as hell is possible. We all need a word of encouragement from time to time. So I want this to be that word. So let me tell you what I know. You can change. No matter what you think of yourself, humans are designed to change. That's what we do. But you have to put yourself underneath tremendous stress in order to trigger that adaptation response. But if you know what direction you want to move in, if you know what you want to become, you can change into that. And so holding on to the fears and the doubts and the worries, they're not serving you, and looping around that mentally and wondering if you're going to make it, and practicing mentally how you would deal with the failure, how you would justify it to people. All of that is stopping you from doing the one thing that actually will work. Trying, practicing, training, falling down. Those are the very things you need to do. The very simple act of taking action. That's the thing that you have to focus on. If you do that, then you'll be able to trigger your ability to change. So I don't need you to believe that you're capable of something extraordinary now. And I know in your heart, you have that dream. You have that small flicker of a belief that you can do it. That if you just try, that you could figure it out. And that's what I want you to focus on. You could figure it out, not that you already know how to do it. I fully accept that you don't. I fully accept that most of the things that I want to do with my life and will go on to do, I'm not yet capable of. But I so believe in the human ability to change, not even something that's unique to myself, just the human ability to change. That if I simply walk that path of doing, of trying, of failing and learning, that on a long enough timeline, I will win. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing right now, I want to be that voice in your head that says you can do it.
You can do it.
Maybe not today. You can do it. You can become capable of that thing that you want, that you so dream about, that would give you that sense of self-pride that you want, that you hunger for. And I will say this, be proud, even if you never reach it, as long as you try. So go out right now, stop this, stop listening to this, stop whatever you're doing and get out there and try. Do it, and remember that it is a process of adaptation. And to go through that process, you must get under stress. It's the only way that you'll grow, but you can do it. You can grow. You can become whatever you want. No one will ever hate you with the intensity that you can hate yourself.
Wait, hold on. Let me just stop real quick. I need y'all to kind of soak that in a little bit. You know, Tom Biu was talking about the human body, or being able to stretch yourself, right? Being able to adapt. Panther and Graphics, appreciate you. G. I don't want to give you the second part yet. He was talking about stretching yourself, right? He's talking about the ability to adapt, the ability to put yourself under stress, right? And I realize, excuse my voice. I realized that, when people think of stress, or people think of pushing yourself and things of that nature, there's different definitions of stress, you know what I mean? And for me, my main goal in life is to live in peace, so that comes before everything, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I have a deep connection with God, you know what I'm saying? So that's my main goal, right? My main goal is like, I'm living in peace, but catch this. Catch this. Living in peace means living at the maximum Oh, this is a bar. Don't miss this. Listen. So for me, my main mission in life is to live in peace. And because my main mission in life is to live in peace, I have a strong connection to God, right? My peace comes over everything, right? So think about this. There are many people who had to, they had no choice. There are many people who had to fight for their peace, though, right? There's many people that had to fight for their peace. And what I mean by fighting for your peace is that, you know, sometimes there's armies, right? There's armies of people that try to invade your space. And when the army tries to invade your space, in order for peace to happen, war has to happen, right? You can't escape that, right? There's going to be people that's trying to invade your space. And as they're trying to invade your space, right, war's going to happen. And so even though we want to live in peace, sometimes peace come at a cost, right? We're going to have to fight for that peace. We're going to have to, you know, get to that space to get rid of the people, right? To get rid of the people that's invading our space, right? And so I am made in the image and likeness of the Most High. I'm made in the image and likeness of the Most High, which means that if God is the greatest, then I am the greatest. And so peace is not going to come until I'm operating at the greatest that I could operate in. And so right now, right, there are people that are trying to occupy the space. Mediocrity, excuses, procrastination. There are so many people. I could keep going. There's so many people that's in your head that's occupying your space, and that's why you're not living in peace. Because it's impossible. I'll be honest with you. It's impossible to live in peace, right? It's impossible to live in peace if you are not operating at the greatest that you could possibly be. And so that unease that you feel when you go to work and you don't want to be there, that unease that you feel when you run in a business that you're really not supposed to be running, that uneasiness that you feel when you like, yo, I'm doing everything, but nothing's working out. That's because there's an army. There's an army that's occupying your space. And you're not fighting for your peace. You're not fighting for your peace. You're not getting that army out there. You're not getting the depression out. You're not getting anxiety out. You're not getting procrastination out. You're not getting jealousy out. You're not getting envy out. You're not getting all the you're not getting those enemies out. And so if they still there, then how you gonna live in peace? And so sometimes you got to go through adaptation. Sometimes you got to push yourself, right? You got to push yourself past your comfort zone. You got to get stronger. You got to get your mind strong. You got to get your discipline strong. You got to get stronger. Because as you get stronger, as you start adapting, as you start pushing yourself, as you start allowing that the stresses, right, to make you greater, that's how you get to the peace. That's how you get to the peace. And so I don't really want y'all to miss that, is that you got to get to the point where your peace, right? And I'm not talking about just getting by though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about just getting by. I'm not talking about just doing enough, right? I'm talking about stretching yourself, right? You know, man, and you know, like the weekend was awesome. You know, I see the thing is though, I didn't even get an opportunity to come to talk to y'all on Monday because how awesome, you know what I'm saying? Fast shout out to my brother Jeremy, man. That you know, next level speakers conference was awesome, you know. You know, Saturday, you know, my brother gave me an opportunity, you know, to touch the stage. Man, I haven't touched the stage in a while, you know, due to COVID. And so I'm talking last time I was on stage, oh no, yeah, honestly, I don't remember, right? Last time I was on stage probably was like 19, right? So 2019. So we almost, you know, almost on, yeah, like late 2019. Miss Edith, thank you. I appreciate you, you know. And so, you know, my brother Jeremy gave me an opportunity to be on stage, and it felt so great. It didn't feel great because I wanted to pat myself on the back, and I wanted to just kind of you know, show how great of a speaker I am. It felt great because the room was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? The room was ready for it. Like I walked into that room, it was actually like an overwhelming feeling. I'll be honest with you. You know, it was like an overwhelming feeling of love. It was a overwhelming feeling of people who were ready to receive. And that just felt great. You know what I'm saying? I just felt great. And so I walked in there, you know, like it was overwhelming. I'll be honest. Like I stood in front of it and I had to take like a deep breath, like, yo, it feel good. You know what I'm saying? And so I, you know, I appreciate my brother. And then, you know, on Sunday, you know, my brother Inky Johnson. Why would I stop? I am unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? My brother Inky Johnson was in the building. Yo, Neo, oh my God. My brother Neo was in the building. Trapper was in the building. So I said, yo, I'm a student too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a student. When you get the opportunity to be about greatness, like you don't be great by just staying in your house. You be great by being around other greatness. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, yo, I'm coming through on Sunday. Me and the First Lady came through. And we really was able to, yo, I mean, I tell you, Inky Johnson is cold, man. Inky Johnson, he greatest inspirational speaker on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really was so powerful, you know. And then yo, Neo, I called Neo the moment the joint was over. I said, yo, Neo, I said, bro, you different. You have forced me. So fast out to my partner King Richard. King Richard was in the building, and I hit King. Matter of fact, after Neo came out, I looked at King Richard. I said, "Bro, I need an intro. Like, let's start working on an intro. That's it. You know, King Richard is my business partner, my creative director. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, I need an intro because Neo did it on a different level, right? Neo did it on a different level. Neo was a you know, like he didn't come to play. You know what I'm saying? Trapper, you could feel in his soul. Like you could feel it in his soul. He did not come to play. He didn't come here to just, you know what I mean, to sit around. Like he really came here, you know, to leave his mark. He really came here to inspire and motivate. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, fast out to my brother. So the whole Sunday, right? Doctor said I need to be home, resting the leg. But you know what I'm saying? I said, all right, let's go. Right. And then Monday and Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? Had to shoot for Inside the Vault. So normally when I shoot for Inside the Vault, you know, we go all day. And normally I'm able to do the show. I cut it close though, right? Because my call time is usually really early. But I couldn't do it because I need the extra time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I needed. My salute. Pain before glory. My Scooter gang in the building. You sure did. I heard you said that the energy was crazy. Not facts. It was crazy in there. And then so normally when I shoot for Inside the Vault, I'm able to do the show and go, but because of my limited mobility right now, I need the extra time, right? I can't rush. You know what I'm saying? I got to take my time, and so that's why I didn't do the show Monday and Tuesday. But when I tell you, I ain't gonna say who we had the past 2 days, but when I tell you that we bringing some heat inside the vault, you know what I'm saying? It's next level though. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. We had a venture capitalist in the building, a black venture capitalist, who's helping to reframe the black tech world, and he got $50 million to do it. Right, he's giving away $50 million to black tech companies. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lo, what up, sis? You know what I'm saying? So we had that interview. You know what I'm saying? Powerful. We had one of the top restaurateurs on the planet in the building, giving us some game. We had a Grammy Award winner who sold over 3 million records, who is buying up the block, who's a true inspiration to so many people. We had that person in the building. I ain't gonna give it up yet, but Grammy Award winner, New York Times bestseller, sold over 3 million records. Inspiration to everybody, buying out the block. You know what I'm saying? We had him in the building. Who else we had? We had an influencer, right? An influencer who was able to become a millionaire from being an influencer. And she's giving all the game away, right? She's giving you all the game on how to monetize your gift for real though, right? How to monetize your gift, how to become a brand ambassador, how to, make money. You know what I'm saying? How do you make money, right? How do you make money as an influencer? You know what I'm saying? Then we had how do I frame these folks without giving it away? Then we had a couple, right? We had a couple who are on TV, on reality TV. Yeah, I'll leave that. I ain't gonna give too much because you know what I'm saying. If I give too much, I think y'all gonna know who it is. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple on there. They're a married couple. They're doing great things in business, right? They're doing great things in business. But they're married, a married couple. And the show that they're on, it's a bunch of married couples. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of married couples on this show, and they're doing some big things. So we wanted to highlight, you know what I'm saying, all the amazing things. That one, y'all gonna enjoy that one. I had so much fun. You know what I'm saying? I had so much fun with that one. Then, we had one of the biggest business coaches, right? We had one of the biggest business coaches on the planet. Her story is so inspirational. When I tell you her story is so inspirational, born in the projects, both her parents, listen, both her parents, it's not Candy and Todd. So I had Candy already. We ain't do repeats yet. So it's not Candy and Todd. It's not Candy and Todd. I'll tell you, it's not that. It's not them. Because I had Candy already. We might do Candy and Todd maybe later. I don't know. It's too much heat to repeat, so there's no repeats. So if you saw them on the show already, it's not them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we did have Salaam Alaikum, my brother, Slim God Strength. What up, my G? So we had one of the top business coaches on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in the projects. Both her parents, right? Both her parents were addicts. Mother went to jail. Now she runs several 7-figure businesses. She helps businesses go from 6 to 7 million. Or 6 figures to 7 figures, because she believes that millions is in your DNA. You should have millions in your DNA, right? We also had a top rapper. You know what I'm saying? We had a rapper on there who he barred up, right? He got mad bars. New York rapper who's been on the scene for a very long time. He gets his just due, but he don't got 1 million followers. He don't get the respect that he should. You know what I'm saying? He don't get the respect that he should. You know what I'm saying? So we had him, and it's the first time, right? So we got an exclusive, exclusive freestyle on there. But he really gives you, he really gave you the ins and outs of how to be an independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you become an independent artist, right, and make money? How do you monetize your gift? You know what I'm saying? How do you monetize your gift as a rap artist and make money? You know what I'm saying? And so we had him. We had this guy who's a cook, right? He's a chef. But he's more than that. I'll be honest with you, yo. Like, I watch his live, and I watched this man. I watched this man make $500,000 in a half an hour. You know what I'm saying? $500,000 in a half an hour. He made $1.4 million in 48 hours. He has a great story. He was very honest. He was very raw. And I'm excited. I want y'all to see this one. That one is, all of them are dope, but I was, very, very excited about that. We had one of my guys on there, man, who really taught a whole master class, right? We had one of my guys on there who really taught a master class on how do you, how do you monetize online, right? How do you monetize online? How do you monetize online without having a lot of followers? You know what I'm saying? How do you monetize online? How do you create a business blueprint? How do you do that without having without having a big following? And I love this because he really talks about creating the business, creating funnels, but he gives you a whole masterclass. And so my guy did his thing. Full disclosure, you know what I'm saying? Full disclosure. Full disclosure. Yeah, y'all right. Get out of here. Stop putting names up there. But y'all right about who y'all putting up there. I'm a fan, right? And my wife put me on to who y'all said. And man, his food is awesome. And he don't really do interviews, so for him to come out was awesome. I promise y'all gonna enjoy that interview, though. I promise y'all gonna enjoy that interview. That interview was crazy though, because I don't know how to lie. That's why. So I don't have a good poker face. So that's why I was like, My guy Corey in the building. Salute, kid. Salute. Oh, we got to get Corey in there too next run too. We got to get my guy Corey in there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be only right. I knew it was him. No, he didn't. No, he don't. But I know that's good. Facts, bro. Yo, Corey, on everything. Our next run, you in there. You in the building. On everything, bro. Our next shoot, you in the building. No questions asked, B. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked. Hold on. Why do I know who that is? Ash always put me on, folks. Yeah. Like that. That interview was a powerful interview. I mean, he's a humble soul. You know what I'm saying? He's a humble soul. He really, he really kind of just took. He really. His story is phenomenal. That's all. He was very transparent about everything. Look, all right, we just done hooping. I went 6-0. Look, my guy's a hooper. Salute. BCJDC in the building. Miss Wendy. I got to meet Miss Wendy live over the weekend, so that was a blessing. That was a blessing. And salute to Miss Wendy. Hopefully you let them hear my message too at some point, Miss Wendy. But yeah, so we had that. We had my guy in there who gave a master class on funnels. We had a young lady who is one of the top Forex traders on the planet. Her interview was really was really, she gave some great information. You know what I'm saying? She gave some great information, but it's really it's really the behind the scenes that we have while we were shooting that I want to see how my editors do that. Because I think it was her vulnerability that will make the show great. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking forward to that. I had a living legend in the building. You know what I'm saying? I had a living legend in the building. You know what I mean? Why would he stop? You know what I'm saying? Why would he stop? You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you how that interview was crazy. And obviously, I mean, I posted it on my stories, I think. So y'all probably know. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fat shout to the bro, the living legend. The living legend came through. I said, yo, how is it that every time, you know what I'm saying? Every time we play Mind Right Radio and I asked for requests, I told him, I said, yo, bro, Unstoppable is the #1 request on Mind Right Radio. I said, yo, Unstoppable is the #1 request. You know what I'm saying? So the living legend was in the building. And then we had one of the greatest business development strategists in the building. She's also a host of the top business podcast. She's a co-host of the top business podcast on the planet. The top Black business podcast on the planet, excluding nobody. I'm dead serious. Other in the world. She's one of the top. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the top business strategists on the planet. She dropped some. You know what I mean? She dropped some major bars. And so I had a full day. You know what I'm saying? I had a full day. I had a full day. It was awesome. It was beyond awesome. Like, I'm telling you, like, come on, like, how that happened? You know what I'm saying? How I have, you know what I'm saying? Salute to the homie. You know what I'm saying? How in 2 days though? So let me tell y'all something, right? How in 2 days we were able to get a venture cap. Listen to the lineup though. I need y'all to understand that, right? a venture capitalist firm that only funds black tech companies. And they've raised $50 million to do it. One of the top restaurateurs on the planet came through, dropped some bars. Grammy award winning, New York Times best selling, 3 million records sold. Inspiration came to drop some bars. An influencer who has made over $1 million as an influencer, giving you all the game on how to build a brand and get become a millionaire as an influencer. A power couple who are on reality TV, who are doing big things separately and together. You know what I'm saying? A business coach who helps people who have 6-figure businesses get to 7 figures. Independent artist who's had 3 major deals, a Puma deal, Honda deal, BT Cyphers, all that, cover of Double XL, all that, and is on tour with one of the greatest rappers of all time and came to bless us. You know what I'm saying? Then we had world-renowned cook, you know what I'm saying, who's killing the game, who's run multiple 7-figure businesses, make 7 figures in hours. You know what I'm saying? My brother, who is the king of funnels, who's going to teach you how to create funnels, how to build funnels, how to write the emails, how to monetize your business online. We had a young lady who actually graduated magna cum laude from college, and then after graduating, like magna cum laude, decided to be a boxer in the Olympics, or went to the Olympic trials, but now she's one of the top Forex traders on the planet. Then we had the GOAT, the inspiration, my guy Inky Johnson. I'm telling y'all it's Inky because like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that living legend, living legend in the building. You know what I mean? Then we had, a homie, man. And here's the one thing. I'm gonna play Tom again. Right? I'm gonna play Tom again. So don't miss this message. I did all that to say this. I said all that to say this. I shot all of those in 2 days. Right? I shot all of those in 2 days. Maybe 10 to 15 minute break between each. And that's on my mama. Each one, you will never tell that I just did a one before that. Right? I shot all of them. Right? On Monday, I shot 6. And on Tuesday, I shot 6. Right? Call time was early. And then we left in the evening, sun up to sundown. But they not all coming out together. Right? They not all coming out together. They all coming out separately. Right? They all come out every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And so as the viewer, you don't know that I just did another interview. Yo, by the time I interviewed Inky, he was number 5. Right? By the time I did the couple, they were number 5. You know what I'm saying? I think that what people don't realize, is you got to stretch yourself. The grind is the grind. You know what I'm saying? because the level of quality, I mean, y'all seen the show, you know what I'm saying? The level of quality in which we operate, because as my brother Neo says, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so why would I go halfway? Why would I not get the best camera crew on the planet? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I get the best camera crew on the planet? You know? Why wouldn't I make sure that I'm giving the same energy to everybody and make sure that everybody is captivated, make sure that everybody get that pure heat? You know what I'm saying? Excellence. But sometimes excellence, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes excellence requires a stretch.
If you want to do something extraordinary with your life, stop asking yourself what the least you need to do is, and start asking yourself, what's the most you can bear? Humans are...
Yo, stop. Look, stop asking yourself. Stop asking yourself what's the least you could do, and start asking yourself what's the most you could bear. Because greatness is going to require that you stretch yourself.
If you want to do something extraordinary with your life, stop asking yourself what the least you need to do is, and start asking yourself, what's the most you can bear? Humans are capable of truly unbelievable things, but the reality is, the way that we get better is by going through a simple process of adaptation. But what triggers the adaptation is stressors. It's doing things that are difficult. It's pushing yourself into a state of adapt or die. The body wants to conserve energy. So unless you put yourself in a state where the body absolutely feels like to survive, it must adapt, you're never going to change. And that's why only the most elite people end up achieving at the highest level, because they take the time to shape themselves. They put the energy into getting better. They're willing to suffer. They're willing to push through and persevere. But until you're willing to do that, until you're willing to stop asking yourself what you can get away with, and start asking yourself, how far can I go? Just how much am I capable of? And when your fascination becomes that, when you start wondering just how much am I capable of, and every level that you achieve excites you to push harder and go farther and do more and bear more weight, then all of a sudden you really can begin to surpass other people. But it takes a total shift of your mindset. You've got to be obsessed with just how far you can go. You have to be obsessed with finding your breaking point and then pushing beyond that. That is how you really begin to take advantage of the adaptation process. That's how you begin to improve. That's how you begin to build your body and build your mind, is to push beyond your comfort zone. That is how you get great. At the end of the day, nobody sat their way to greatness. Nobody sat back and relaxed and became extraordinary. The only people who really achieve, the only way that humans are able to do the extraordinary things that we're able to do, is by going to that breaking point and then beyond. But you have to find something in there that you want that badly. There's no way to just do it. You've got to find something in you that you believe in so much that you're willing to push yourself that hard. So you've got to construct a story about not only who you are, but what you can become. And when that narrative is so compelling that it pushes you forward, then you will have the kind of change that you want in your life. But first, you have to believe that you can do it. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to grind and work. But to do that, to work that hard, to make those kinds of changes, you've got to be willing to test yourself. You've got to be willing to look inside yourself and find out who you really are. You've got to be willing to stare nakedly at your inadequacies and be willing to push through them. You can't pretend. You've got to really look at your results and see if you're making the progress that you want to make. And that's where a lot of people fail. They lie to themselves. They want to get away with something. They want to see if anybody's looking. But the reality...
They lie to themselves. They want to see if they could get away. They want to see what they could get away. Hold on. One more time.
If you want to do something extraordinary with your life, stop asking yourself what the least you need to do is, and start asking yourself, what's the most you can bear? Humans are capable of truly unbelievable things. But the reality is, the way that we get better is by going through a simple process of adaptation. But what triggers the adaptation is stressors. It's doing things that are difficult. It's pushing yourself into a state of adapt or die. The body wants to conserve energy. So unless you put yourself in a state where the body absolutely feels like to survive, it must adapt, you're never going to change. And that's why only the most elite people end up achieving at the highest level, because they take the time to shape themselves. They put the energy into getting better. They're willing to suffer. They're willing to push through and persevere. But until you're willing to do that, until you're willing to stop asking yourself what you can get away with and start asking yourself, how far can I go? Just how much am I capable of? And when your fascination becomes that, when you start wondering just how much am I capable of, and every level that you achieve excites you to push harder and go farther and do more and bear more weight, then all of a sudden you really can begin to surpass other people. But it takes that. It takes a total shift of your mindset. You've got to be obsessed with just how far you can go. You have to be obsessed with finding your breaking point and then pushing beyond that. That is how you really begin to take advantage of the adaptation process. That's how you begin to improve. That's how you begin to build your body and build your mind, is to push beyond your comfort zone. That is how you get great. At the end of the day, nobody sat their way to greatness. Nobody sat back and relaxed and became extraordinary. The only people who really achieve, the only way that humans are able to do the extraordinary things that we're able to do, is by going to that breaking point and then beyond. But you have to find something in there that you want that badly. There's no way to just do it. You've got to find something in you that you believe in so much that you're willing to push yourself that hard. So you've got to construct a story about not only who you are, but what you can become. And when that narrative is so compelling that it pushes you forward, then you will have the kind of change that you want in your life. But first, you have to believe that you can do it. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to grind and work. But to do that, to work that hard, to make those kinds of changes, you've got to be willing to test yourself. You've got to be willing to look inside yourself and find out who you really are. You've got to be willing to stare nakedly at your inadequacies and be willing to push through them. You can't pretend. You've got to really look at your results and see if you're making the progress that you want to make. And that's where a lot of people fail. They lie to themselves. They want to get away with something. They want to see if anybody's looking. But the reality is, the only thing that matters in this life, what do you think about yourself?
What do you think about yourself?
When you're by yourself?
When you're by yourself.
There's no campaigning. There's no convincing anybody.
What do you think about yourself
There's
when you're by yourself?
The credibility that you've either earned with yourself or not. And the hard truth is that self-worth comes from doing something worthy. It comes from the hard things. It comes from the suffering. It comes from persevering when things get difficult, to know what you want.
Hey, yo, hold on, what Tom said? Hey, yo, self-worth comes from doing something worthy. Don't miss that bar, right? Don't miss that bar. And that's what I was saying earlier, right? That's what I was saying earlier about wanting to live in peace. You know what I'm saying? It's like a delicate balance. You know what I'm saying? It's like a delicate balance because, full transparency, right? Like, I don't really care what other people think about me. I really don't care. My lack of peace. I'm not saying I'm not in peace, but I'm saying in the spaces in which I've had lack of peace was because I knew not what nobody else think about me, not what nobody else want me to do. I knew that there was more in me, that God gave me a gift and I wasn't using the gift right. And I believe that my ability to not use my gift right made me disobedient to God, and that just didn't sit right with me. Right? Like, that just didn't sit right with me. And so if you're not doing something worthy, right? If you're not being something worthy, if you are looking yourself in the mirror and you know you're not giving 100%, you know you going half-ass. How are you cool with that? How are you? I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about what nobody say. Right? Yo, when you are sitting by yourself, you know God gave you a gift. You know that God put something special in you. And you know that God wants you to go out there and give that specialness away. And you going half-ass. And you just
What do you think about yourself when you're by yourself? There's no campaigning. There's no convincing anybody.
nobody.
There's only the credibility that you've either earned with yourself or not.
That's it.
And the hard truth is that self-worth comes from doing something worthy. It comes from the hard things. It comes from the suffering. It comes from persevering when things get difficult, to know what you want and to stay that course even when everything else is trying to knock you off. So build that thing in your life, build that belief, know that you can do it and be willing to go through hell to get to the other side, to get to the person that you were always meant to be.
The person you was meant to be.
It won't be easy.
Look, sometimes you got to go through hell, right? What said, I've been through hell. I'm expecting heaven. Y'all be honest. Sometimes you're going to have to go through hell, right? Sometimes you're going to have to go through hell to find your peace. And what is hell? Hell isn't like, hell is just getting rid of, going to war, getting rid of that laziness, getting rid of that anxiety, getting rid of that depression, getting rid of that procrastination, getting rid of that notion that I'm only going to survive, getting rid of just doing enough to get by. You got to get rid of that. Sometimes you got to go through hell. Sometimes you got to go through hell.
So build that thing in your life, build that belief, know that you can do it and be willing to go through it. What do you think about yourself when you're by yourself? There's no campaigning. There's no convincing anybody. There's only the credibility that you've either earned with yourself or not. And the hard truth is that self-worth comes from doing something worthy. It comes from the hard things. It comes from the suffering. It comes from persevering when things get difficult, to know what you want and to stay that course even when everything else is trying to knock you off. So build that thing in your life, build that belief, know that you can do it and be willing to go through hell to get to the other side, to get to the person that you were always meant to be. It won't be easy,
self-worth and net worth,
but it sure as hell is
every
possible.
day. You know.
We all need a word of encouragement from time to time. So I want this to be that word. So let me tell you what I know. You can change. No matter what you think of yourself, humans are designed to change. That's what we do. But you have to put yourself underneath tremendous stress in order to trigger that adaptation response. But if you know what direction you want to move in, if you know what you want to become, you can change into that. And so holding on to the fears and the doubts and the worries, they're not serving you, and looping around that mentally and wondering if you're going to make it and practicing mentally how you would deal with the failure, how you would justify it to people. All of that is stopping you from doing the one thing that actually will work.
Wait, hold on. Don't miss that. Don't miss that. Right? Don't miss that. Instead of doing the work and knowing, right, that you have infinite possibilities, a lot of us are playing in our head, right? A lot of us are playing in our heads what we would do, how we would talk if we failed. We're preparing in our head for failure. Like, yo, what if this thing don't work out? What am I going to say to this person? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And you haven't even failed, but in your head, you're trying to figure that out. And that's what's stopping you. Instead of only focusing on the win, 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 win. Forget everything else. Win, 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 win. And so instead of focusing on the win, we focusing on the way out. How we gonna save face?
No matter what you think of yourself, humans are designed to change. That's what we do. But you have to put yourself underneath tremendous stress in order to trigger that adaptation response. But if you know what direction you want to move in, if you know what you want to become, you can change into that. And so holding on to the fears and the doubts and the worries, they're not serving you, and looping around that mentally and wondering if you're going to make it, and practicing mentally how you would deal with the failure, how you would justify it to people. All of that is stopping you from doing the one thing that actually will work. Trying, practicing, training, falling down. Those are the very things you need to do. The very simple act of taking action. That's the thing that you have to focus on. If you do that, then you'll be able to trigger your ability to change. So I don't need you to believe that you're capable of something extraordinary now. And I know in your heart you have that dream. You have that small flicker of a belief that you can do it. That if you just try, that you could figure it out. And that's what I want you to focus on. You could figure it out, not that you already know how to do it. I fully accept that you don't. I fully accept that most of the things that I want to do with my life and will go on to do, I'm not yet capable of. But I so believe in the human ability to change, not even something that's unique to myself, just the human ability to change. That if I simply walk that path of doing, of trying, of failing and learning, that on a long enough timeline, I will win. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing right now, I want to be that voice in your head that says you can do it. Maybe not today, but you can do it. You can become capable of that thing that you want, that you so dream about, that would give you that sense of self-pride that you want, that you hunger for. And I will say this, be proud, even if you never reach it, as long as you try. So go out right now, stop this, stop listening to this, stop whatever you're doing and get out there and try. Do it and remember that it is a process of adaptation. And to go through that process, you must get under stress. It's the only way that you'll grow, but you can do it. You can grow. You can become whatever you want. No one will ever hate you with the intensity that you can hate yourself. And that's why you absolutely must take the time to build your self-worth. And I really wish that building your self-worth was simply as easy as repeating to yourself that you love yourself. But it's not. The reality is, if you want to love yourself, you have to do something that is worthy of that love. You have to do something that you believe in. You have to find a way to build credibility with yourself, to tell yourself you're going to do something and know that you're actually going to see it through. The reality is we're all...
Yo, hold on. Yo, hold on. Artie Show, what up? Yo, hold on. Yo, you got to build credibility with yourself. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. You're not going to know your self-worth until you build credibility with yourself. Until you say, yo, I'm going to do something and you do it. Until you say, yo, this is what I want, and you show yourself that you're willing to do what it takes to be that. Yo, chill, hold on. I don't think y'all caught that.
No one will ever hate you with the intensity that you can hate yourself. And that's why you...
Hey, yo, listen. Wait, hold on, my fault. I just need you to know. If you have greatness in you and you know that you could be great and you don't become great, that's self-hate. If you know that you could live a better life than what you're living right now, and you're not becoming the person that is necessary to build that better life, that's self-hate. And so no one can hate you with more intensity than you hate yourself. Because the things that you're doing that's self-sabotaging, that's not allowing you to walk in your greatness, that's self-hate. Sheesh.
No one will ever hate you with the intensity that you can hate yourself. And that's why you absolutely must take the time to build your self-worth. And I really wish that building your self-worth was simply as easy as repeating to yourself that you love yourself. But it's not. The reality is, if you want to love yourself, you have to do something that is worthy of that love. You have to do something that you believe in. You have to find a way to build credibility with yourself, to tell yourself you're going to do something and know that you're actually going to see it through. The reality is we're all watching ourselves all the time. We know how we behave. And so you really have to think about that. I want it to be enough. I want it to be enough that you exist and that you're going to be okay simply because you are. The reality is we don't look at life like that, and we do judge ourselves, and we do think about whether or not we're following through on the things that we said we were going to do. And it's okay to start small. It's okay not to have a grand dream. It's okay not to be able to do that yet. It is very okay not to be extraordinary. You don't need that to love yourself. But what you do need is purpose. What you do need is to take that time to define what is it that you're trying to do with your life. Why do you matter? What is it that you're going to be able to bring to yourself and to the world that doesn't have to be big? It just has to be real. It has to be something that's true to you. It has to be something that you're willing to commit to. And once you're willing to commit to it, to put in the energy every day to get up and pursue that thing. And again, this is not me. I'm not judging you. I can really tell you, I love you. And it's enough that you just exist. But I know that in your head, in all of our heads, is a voice that says that just isn't true. And so to connect with ourselves and to find that meaning and to develop it, to create meaning in our lives, we have to set an intention. We have to pursue that intention.
Set that intention.
Start small. Know what you want. Get out of bed. Get after it. Set rules for yourself. Follow those rules. Once you start doing those simple things, and again, they don't have to be big, but once you start setting a rule, having an intention, following your rules, building towards that intention, suddenly you're going to earn that credibility with yourself. And then all of a sudden, no matter what anybody says to you, and they are going to say negative things, haters are going to come after you. That is just a reality of life, but you will be impervious to that. If you have built within you belief that you are worthy.
You are worthy.
Because you take small steps every day
small steps
to do
every day.
Something that means something to you. Doesn't matter what other people think.
It don't matter what other
But it
people
matters
think.
a lot what you think about yourself. So every day, earn that worth.
Hey, what, gentlemen, right now you're tuned into Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. Elevate your life.
You listen, y'all. I don't know if y'all get it. My self-worth and net worth are building every day. Right? My self-worth and net worth are building every day. And so it ain't even about doing something extraordinary though every single day. Right? It's not even about doing something. Thank you, Cheryl. It's not even about doing something extraordinary every day. Right? It's about having credibility with yourself. Don't even look. And I ain't even gonna say who said this because I don't want to give it up. Right? But on one of the interviews, somebody was like, yo, people be like, y'all want to make $1 million and they've never made $1 million yet. Right? People be like, y'all want to make $1 million and the most they've ever made is $25,000 as an employee. So why not set this first goal to be like, you know what? I want to make $25,000 as on my own. Right? Then when you reach that 25,000, why not say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do 25,000 in a month. Or then say, yo, I'm gonna make 25,000 in a day. Right? Like what? Like I'm not saying, and y'all know me, right? Infinite possibilities. We have infinite possibilities. But the truth of the matter is that we're focusing too much on the wall, right? And if you were at the conference, or I mean, if you heard me live, you know what I'm saying. That yeah, I am a billionaire. I am a billionaire, but that billionaire status, right? That billionaire status is a wall, is the big goal, right? Yo, I am a billionaire. All right, big goal. But the only way to become a billionaire is to build that big wall one brick at a time. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is, and it's not even about telling other people. I ain't even talking about other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about, I'm talking about convincing yourself. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. You know, there were times where I was running around here like, yo, these are these big, gigantic goals that I want. But then it was a conflict though, right? Because I got these big, gigantic goals, right? I got these big, gigantic goals, and I'm focusing on this big ass goal. But then my everyday, because I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this big goal. I'm not doing the things every day that needs to get me there. You know what I'm saying? So I got these big ass gigantic goals. And instead of saying, you know what, let me master this, that's going to help me master this. And I'm not even saying, I'm saying exponential growth though. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying exponential growth. Like, convince yourself though that it's possible, right? So I give you a prime example, right? You know, the first time I went, you know, as a business owner making 4 figures a month, right? And 4 figures is, use your imagination, but 4 figures is $1,000 to $9,000, right? That's the range. When I say 4 figures, if you make $9,000 in a month, right? That's 4 figures, right? So the first time I was able to make 4 figures in a month, right? Consistently, you know what I'm saying? 1,000 to 9,000. I was like, yo, this feel good. All right, great. And so let's say it's the high end. Let's say somebody makes 9,000 in a month. Yo, that's pretty good. Right? That's pretty good. Because if you do that for the whole year, that's a 6-figure business. True, you know what I mean? True story. Right? If you make 4 figures a month for 12 months, right? That's a 6-figure business. You know what I'm saying? So the first time I was able to consistently make, you know, 4 figures in a month, I'm like, all right, cool. And so I wanted to see, right, for myself, I wanted to see if I could make 5 figures in a month. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, what and then just to be clear, 5 figures from the lowest is 10,000 and the highest is 90,000. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, all right, let me see if I can make 5 figures in a month. The moment I was able to make 5 figures in a month, I didn't say, let me make 6 figures in a month. For me personally, I said, yo, I wonder if I can make 5 figures in a day. That was just for me. You know what I'm saying? And I told myself, like, yo, you can make 5 figures in a day. You know what I'm saying? I can make 5 figures in a day. I wasn't competing against nobody. I wasn't looking at what nobody was doing. I was literally asking myself, can I make 5 figures in a day? And so I'm not telling you lower your dreams. I'm not telling you to lower your dreams. I'm not telling you to be realistic. I'm not telling you that. What I am saying is, if you don't build, if you keep looking at this big dream and only focusing on the result of the dream and not the action of the dream, then you'll never reach the dream. Right? If you keep saying, yo, I want $1 billion, but you haven't broken at that $1 billion in a way that could allow you to take the action that is necessary to get to that $1 billion, right? How you gonna get to $1 billion and you don't have a company? How you gonna get to $1 billion and you don't have a team? How you gonna get to $1 billion and you don't have discipline? How you gonna get to $1 billion when, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take some stuff to do. And so I'm just saying, yo, it's time for us to take these big ass goals that we got that we are going to reach because we are made in the image of the Most High. So there aren't any limits. It's time for us to take these big ass goals that are easy to get, but break them down so that we're taking small steps every single day. Right? Every single day. Every single day. We are stretching ourselves. Right? Every single day, we are doing more than we did the day before. Every single day, we are keeping our commitment to ourselves. Every single day, we are doing something worthy. Hey, yo, I went to bed last night as a champion. As a champion. Right? Nobody pat me on the back. My guest didn't say, yo, right? Nobody pat me on the back. Right? Nobody was like, yo, you did nah. But I went to bed like, yo, bro, right? To myself though. To myself, yo, I went to bed. I said, yo, you just did 12. You just did 12 impactful interviews, yo. Right? Big facts. Eat the elephant one bite at a time. That's a bar. Nagasi Legacy Group. Miss Cheryl in the building. Eat the elephant one bite at a time. Like I went to bed satisfied though. I went to bed like, yo, bro. Yo, you just did 12 episodes of Inside the Vault in 2 days. We don't need no cookie, right? And I went satisfied. You know why? Because I put it all on the table. I emptied the bucket. Oh yeah. Oh, we're not gonna talk about that. With a boot on, right? Saturday, I touched the stage with a boot on, with a boot, while leaning on a chair, and left it all on the table. I ain't go there and go half-ass on my speech. Let me tell y'all something. As a matter of fact, since y'all brought it up, let me tell y'all. Right? But I don't need no cookie. I don't do this for that. Let me tell you this. Ask anybody that was at the conference. If anybody was at the conference. Hey, yo, I got a boot on. Hey, yo, I partially tore my Achilles. Right? Hey, yo, I went on that stage and I gave y'all everything. I didn't hold nothing back. Right? No sympathy either. Like, I ain't looking for no sympathy. I ain't hold nothing back. But guess what I did, though? I'm going to tell y'all. This is what y'all don't see. This is what y'all don't see. I got off that stage. I got my breath. And everybody who came to me to talk to me, I got up and talked to them. Right? Everybody. I didn't leave the conference. Here's what you got to understand. I was on stage for 45 minutes. Right? I was on stage for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I put it all on the table for 45 minutes on a on a boot. On a boot for 45 minutes. I'm not even supposed to be sitting. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even supposed to be sitting. I'm supposed to be laying down with my leg elevated, right? But I was on stage for 45 minutes with a boot on. And then I completed my obligation for the conference. I completed my obligation. I came, I saw, I conquered, and I came early so I could feel the energy, right? And then everybody who came to talk to me, because I know people came to see me, and I don't take that lightly. I know people travel from out of town. I don't take that lightly. I don't play with that. I don't do this for me. Ain't no ego thing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't go on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go on stage because I need an ego boost. I know what I do for the people. You know what I'm saying? I know what I do for the people. And so I said, yo, even after I was done, I didn't leave. I stayed the whole conference. And guess what? Every single person that came to say, yo, I appreciate you. What I did, I got up. Yo, when I got home that night, my wife was like, yo, bugging. Yo, my feet was like, you ever see Harlem Nights? When rest in peace, Della Reese. When I think was it Harlem Nights? I think it was Harlem Nights. And Della Reese took her shoe off, and her big toe was like super big. My foot was swollen like crazy. My foot was swollen like crazy because all the blood was rushing down. You know what I'm saying? My joint was crazy swollen. But I got a 16-year-old right now who was like, yo, I appreciate you for being there. I got a young guy who just graduated college who wants me to mentor them and follow me around. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you sucker. Yeah. That was another one too. Yeah. You know? And so, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm in the bed all day today. I'm not even playing with it. I'm here with y'all. Why I say that though? Why I say that, right? The point is that I made a commitment to myself. I didn't make a commitment to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make a commitment to somebody else. I made a commitment to myself. I told myself, I said, yo, I said, God, I made a commitment to myself, and I made a commitment to God. I said, God, you know, as long as I have breath in my body, I will always give 100, 120, 130, 150, 140%. I ain't giving you less. I'm not. There's too many people that poured into me. There's too many people that made some sacrifices for me to be there. I will not dishonor their name. I won't. You know what I'm saying? And so it's bigger. It's bigger than just like getting on stage. It's bigger than just the accolades. Like, I serve the people. I serve the people online. I serve them in person. I serve them in the DMs. I serve them on the emails. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, y'all. That's it. I know we went over. Make sure you my fault, Rabaya. Yo, tap into my God after show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all though. And guess what? You know what I'm saying? Like, after this, I'm hopping back upstairs, right? You know what I mean? I'm hopping upstairs, and I'm gonna get in my bed with my laptop, and it's time to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Because, and that's the other thing, I'm not scoreboard watching, right? I'm not saying, yo, I killed it Saturday. I showed up Sunday. I went and went hard Monday and Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. I almost teared up though too. So you ain't the only one. Because as I'm talking, I'm thinking about all the people. I mean, obviously, especially like I got a pillowcase with my mom's face on it. So like she always looking at me over there. And I literally just thought about mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, yo, like I wish I would. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, I just saw a question real quick. I just saw a question that said, here's a question. Question was like, how do you get over stage fright or something like that? Let me see. Or MC Broom, what up? MC Broom says, yo, you cheered on everybody that came in the stage. Oh, that's a fact. Yo, and so here that's the thing. Like, yo, I came to show love. But there was a question. Hold on, real quick. I just wanted to answer this joint. It was real quick. It was like, oh yeah. It was like, yo, what is your process for stage fright or speaking in front of people, right? And man, I think that you know, I think that there is no process. The process is preparation. You know, the process is preparation. The process is being prepared. You know what I mean? You know, the process is being prepared. The process is like, yo, let me prepare my message, and then let me just do it. Afraid or not, you know what I'm saying? You know, let me just do it. And that's the thing. And so here's the other thing, you know. You know, the other thing is this. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is this, is that when you know, when you are on stage, you could be, you know, I've been on stages when I was nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on stages when I was nervous. I've been on stages where I was like, man, you know what I mean? But I think preparation solves all that. Preparation and knowing why. You know what I'm saying? Like my preparation is one thing, but then I also know it's not about me. That's the other thing though, too, is that when I get on stages, I don't make it about me. You know, I promise you, like I got overwhelmed when I got there. Because when I got on stage, the moment I got on stage or before I got on stage, I prayed. I said, thank you, God. I said, thank you, God, for what you put in me that I'm about to unleash on these people. Because no one's the same. No one, you know, is the same once I do a teaching. That's just what God gave me, though. You know what I'm saying? I've never spoken in front of nobody, and after I spoke to them, they perspective didn't change in some way. You know what I'm saying? And so I prayed. I said, thank you, God. I said, yo, before I even touch the stage, though, I said, yo, thank you, God. I said, yo, thank you, because about what, you know, 400 people in the building. I said, all right, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to pour into these people. All right, now it's showtime. Now it's showtime. And so, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me go. Appreciate the badge love. 19 badges today. Miss Edith went crazy as always. We appreciate you. Fat shout to Easy Auto Sales. Thank you for the badge love. Crazy About Cakes. Thank you for the badge love. Ramaya Trask. Thank you for the badge love. Where's CJ? Thank you for the badge love. Ronald T1234. Thank you for the badge love. Panther Inc. Graphics. Thank you for the badge love. Black Economic Expo. Thank you for the badge love. Miss Edith. Thank you for the badge love 7 times. Fat shout to Miss Edith. It's A-Lo. Thank you for the badge love. Patrick Watkins. Thank you for the badge love. Authentic Purpose 327. Thank you for the badge love. IJ Nathaniel, thank you for the badge love. Shah, the hero, thank you for the badge love. Ayana, B. Thorpe, Bethia Thorpe, thank you for the badge love. Miss Edith, thanks again for the badge love. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna keep you like that's it. We're gonna keep making it happen. We're gonna keep blessing the people. Greatness is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. Greatness on display. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know that. Just know. Make commitment with yourself and just do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, inshallah, in God's will. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. All right, peace, y'all.
I'm talking about well.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash